Hello, how are you doing? Today I'm going to talk about why I call my YouTube journey as an internal journey, a journey towards my inner essence, traveling inside, whatever. It all started a couple of years ago when something was not okay, something was not complete. I didn't know it back then. All I know is that I started to do yoga more intensively, and all of a sudden I just couldn't do the work that I was doing in a multinational environment. So I quit and I went back to another multinational company, but I couldn't do that for long anymore. So a couple of years ago I completely left the corporate environment and started to work online alone. So you can imagine how many people I was surrounded with in the multinational environment, with all the trainings and meetings and yes, possibilities, and ending up being all myself all day long in front of the computer. And I kind of lost contact with the world. And at the same time, not at the same time, later on, I also moved from the capital of the country to another town, to a small town. So the confusion also became less possibilities for going out and having a coffee or whatever. And yes, I created the perfect hermit mode where I can listen to podcasts, do meditation, read lots of books, do yoga, do my running, everything. But I cut the world out, and yes, and I use this time to learn about me, to get to know myself better, to see where I have fears and beliefs and blockages, and where I sabotage my own life. And now I see that, okay, learning and reading books and listening to podcasts, it's so good. I have not all this knowledge because it's impossible. I am accumulating knowledge over knowledge over knowledge over knowledge, and it seems there is no end. And what I see now is that I need to put myself out there, and I need to invest all this knowledge into action. Yeah, I mean, invest into action. So I need to put all this knowledge into action, because that's when I will see whether they really help me, whether I really understood, whether they are integrated at all. And that's the only way I can train these muscles, these mental muscles and internal muscles. And I found YouTube as a perfect platform for me, because this way I am facing several of my fears of not being perfect enough, not creating the perfect video, not talking perfectly, saying something that doesn't make any sense, and especially that English is not my first language. And also about the fears of how do I look like on the screen, what is behind me, and am I making the right audio. And yes, these are technical fears. Also the even inner fears, the fears of, for example, I get criticism. What will happen within me? How do I respond? Because it's easy to say, you just ignore, you just block. But really, what happens when it happens to me? What happens inside me? Can I really do that so easily? So, and I know that it is practice. And the only way to practice is to create the right environment for that. And YouTube is a great platform to experience, to experiment the highs and the lows. And I'm sure that there will be hidden aspects of me coming up along the way. And I wonder how I will create videos when it's already the 50th video to upload compared to this one, whether I will improve or it will get worse. How will I respond in case one video gets thousands of views? Because I can say that, wow, that would be so good. And now I think more like, how would I react? Now you can see that these are among my first videos. So this is the beginning of my journey. And also the part that how can I maintain my natural way of being up here on the camera, and yeah. And I am creating these videos to document my journey. So I am not telling you what is the best way to go viral on YouTube. I'm not going to share any of this because I don't know. This is also a journey for me. And this is not my goal and aim with all this. My aim with all this is to be authentic and to put myself out here as raw as I am and learn about myself, and as I learn about myself, motivate you to find something that can help you get to know yourself better, that can help you create those muscles and train those mental muscles, that can help you to dare to be yourself. And yes, I will share when I made the 30th video or the 50th, still don't know yet, or both, let's say both, 30th and the 50th. I will share what I learned along the way and how this traveling inside was happening within me, how I dealt with the confusion and the doubts and the good things. how I handled, for example, the compliments, because I don't know, I've never done this before. Thank you for listening to my sharing. Thank you for listening to my ideas and thoughts. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask me, and I will answer them. See you next time. Bye.